Let's wrap, kids. The Amazon rainforest has now been burning for several weeks, which has caused the current Brazilian government to come under criticism by the wider international community. On the surface, these fires are considered a very normal part of the region, with the dry season in Brazil seeing an increase in fire activity. With this being said, the number of fires has been significantly more than recent years, which has turned the attention to the current president, Jair Bolsonaro, who has previously expressed his interest in developing the Amazon rather than conserving it. Mr. Bolsonaro has commented on the situation, stating that the non-profit organizations criticizing him had started the fires in an attempt to damage his image after recent funding cuts. Not only could no evidence be found to substantiate this claim, but a leaked PowerPoint presentation has shown that Mr. Bolsonaro has specific development projects for the region. Not only does the PowerPoint go into detail over specific infrastructure installations, but it also planned to use hate speech to isolate minorities living in the Amazon region. This is detailed further in the sources in the description, but the main takeaway is that Brazil, like other unnamed countries, is currently being run by someone who closely resembles a James Bond villain. Since the situation has come to light, the environmental minister of Brazil has been booed at a climate event. France has blocked a European trade deal with the country, and Finland has considered banning Brazilian beef. Sao Paulo also saw thousands of protesters in the streets. An estimated 500 million bees die in the fires, and Mr. Bolsonaro tells everyone to fuck off and mind their own business. It is in the best interest of every person on Earth to preserve a forest that provides 20% of the Earth's oxygen, which is why experts believe that by simply banning Brazil from the FIFA World Cup, the entire situation would be resolved by this time next week. If we are on the topic of protesters, then we might as well give some attention to the current undisputed reigning champions. For another week, the citizens of Hong Kong take to the streets in protest against Chinese influence over the region. This week's highlights include the formation of a 2 million person human chain, which spanned 450 kilometers, the dismantling of surveillance lampposts, and more general, wholesome acts of protest. Meanwhile, YouTube took down 210 channels aimed at promoting Chinese propaganda, and protesters raised nearly $2 million for an international advertising campaign. This week also saw Hong Kong's citizens confirm the presence of cyanide in tear gas, footage of an old man being tortured in hospital, and a British consulate official being detained in China. At the same time, France can't comprehend why companies making billions aren't being taxed. The US president plans a pro-gamer move, and European nations prepare a farewell party for Britain leaving the EU. In technology, YouTube is still unbearably, undeniably, absolutely fucking garbage. Twitter terminates 200,000 accounts for disinformation over the Hong Kong protest, and Apple hires people to listen to shit you say. In entertainment, Matrix 4 is confirmed and will feature its original cast. The next James Bond gets a title, and a Breaking Bad movie is confirmed to be coming to Netflix in October. We also get a fuck ton of Disney news. The upcoming streaming service, Disney Plus, is confirmed to be releasing on November 12th and will feature offline viewing, 4K streaming, unlimited downloads, and allow for simultaneous streams on up to 10 different devices. The company has also confirmed the Obi-Wan spin-off, featuring Ewan McGregor, and released trailers for The Mandalorian TV show and The Rise of Skywalker. Meanwhile, both Ms. Marvel and She-Hulk series has been confirmed, as well as an upcoming movie featuring Kit Harington and Angelina Jolie. At the same time, Marvel also loses the rights to Spider-Man over a dispute with Sony. In gaming, Kerbal Space Program 2 has been announced. A gameplay demo for Cyberpunk will release at the end of this month. Bees come to Minecraft, and Australia bans fun for the third week in a row. In other news, Nestlé is still being dodgy, and Australian authorities ponder whether the nation's most famous sex offender should be stripped of one of the highest honors in the country.
We all just want you to come home, Cardinal Pell. I know you're not feeling well, and being crook ain't much fun. Even so, we think you should come home. it's just the